In today's video, we're going to be creating a fully dynamic fall damage system in Unreal Engine 5. This allows us to have different levels of damage based upon the height in which the player has fallen from. Now, this isn't based on just purely 3 different levels of heights or the amount of time spent in the air like most systems are. This is actually based upon you have a minimum height and a maximum height for where you will not take any damage and from where you will die, and it will then dynamically choose the amount of damage between those 2 values based upon the height the player has fallen from. So this is what we're going to be going over and creating today. So without further ado, let me delete this code and I'll show you how I've done it. So this is actually incredibly easy for us to set up. What we want to do first is we want to open up our character blueprint. So for me, that is going to be content, third person, blueprints, BP third person character. And in here, we want to right click and get event on landed, as we only want to apply damage to the player and calculate it once they have actually hit the ground and stopped falling. Underneath this, we're going to right click and add a custom event, naming this apply fall damage. After event on landed, we're going to then come out and call function apply fall damage. The reason why we are creating a custom event here instead of just doing it straight on event on landed is because it's just cleaner and means if you want to add any other code on event on landed, this just keeps it nice and neat and organized. And it also means if we have a bug or an issue with the fall damage code, we can just come straight down here instead of having to look through all of our event on landed code. So this system is based upon the velocity that the player was at when they hit the ground. So we're going to right click and get velocity. And out of this, we're going to then break vector, as we only want to check the Z value as we're checking the speed that they are falling, not going forward, backwards, or left and right. So coming out of the Z, we're going to get a multiply, and we're going to multiply this by -1. And now that is just purely because as we're falling, we're obviously going to have a negative Z value. Multiplying it to make it positive is just a lot easier for us to calculate and read. Out of this multiplication, we're going to get a map range clamped, with the value being that multiplication. Now, in range A is going to be the minimum height that we want to take damage from, and in range B is going to be the maximum height. Outrange A is the minimum amount of damage, so 0, and outrange B is the maximum amount of damage, so for me, that's 100, or whatever your max health is. So if we come out of apply full damage and get a print string, with the in string being just this multiplication value here, we can find out what we want our minimum and maximum values to be. So if we were to hit play, let's go over to this height here. This is the maximum height I want the player to be at before they take damage. So falling from this height, they won't take damage. So if we walk off, we can see in the top left, this value is 889. So I can set the minimum to 900, for example, but I think a safe value is 1000. So let's remember 1000 in our head as the minimum value. And if I go all the way up to the top here, this is the maximum height I want the players to be able to fall from. So if they fall from this height, they are going to die. Let's walk off here and see what this value is. This is 1535. So I think we just round that to 1500. So let's go back into our event graph here. The in range A is the minimum, so that's 1000. The in range B is the maximum, so that's 1500. Again, you can customize these values to absolutely whatever you want, and I've just shown you how you can find those values, or just mess about with them to find what works best for you. But for me, these are going to be perfect. So let's delete the print string, and then out of this return value here, this is the amount of damage that we are doing. So we want to simply just take this off of our health. So I already have a health variable set up. If you don't have one, you can just create a new variable and set it to a float. I have the default value of this set to 100 as well. Let's get our health variable, drag out of this and get a subtract, and we're going to subtract this damage here out of the map range clamped. Then out of this subtraction, we just want to set our health again, so we're basically setting the health to health minus this fall damage. And that is literally all we need to do. I'm just going to tidy this up a little bit. I can select all that and press Q to straighten it. And now if we were to compile and save this, what we can see is if we were to hit play, walk over to this value here, this level here, sorry, if we walk off, we're not going to take any damage. If I were to go up a little bit higher, so let's say the next level, I'm going to take a bit of damage, but not all. So we walk off here. You see, I took a little bit of damage there. I didn't fall all the way down to the bottom, but I still took damage. And if I were to go all the way up to the top, I'm going to die. Now, obviously, I've already taken a bit of damage. However, it still kills me. What I'm going to quickly do is, just for the purpose of this video, is I'm going to get a one keyboard event like so, and out of here, I'm just going to set health to 100. That way I can easily just test these different levels without having to completely exit and enter the game every single time. So let's go all the way up to the top and walk off. You see I have full health. If I go off from the top, it is going to kill us. We go all the way down to 0 health. Let's get my health all the way back. Let's go from about this height here, walk off, and you see that did nearly half damage, which makes sense because we were nearly halfway up. If I were to go pretty much near the top here and walk off, you see that should take us all the way down nearly to 0, but not quite. And then obviously if I then fall from this height, that should finish me off, although just didn't, as I didn't make it all the way to the ground. But you can still see this system working perfectly. So I think that'll be it for this video, as we've done everything we've wanted to do. What we've done is we've set up a fully dynamic full damage system, so it's going to take different amounts of damage based upon the height that we have fallen from a minimum and maximum heights with a minimum and maximum damage amount as well. So thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, please do make sure to like and subscribe down below, as it really does help me and the channel out a lot. And we're trying to hit 100k subscribers and we're so close, so any subscribing and sharing really does help the channel out so much. So again, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.